Hi guys, welcome back to Learn Jiu-Jitsu. Today we are looking at the step over armbar from the Scarfhold. Again, very simple submission, nothing too fancy, but a very powerful submission if you do it right, okay? So we just get straight into it. I'm going to get Danny down in this Scarfhold position. So from here, we're in our Scarfhold, and most of the time I'll use this if I can't get his elbow on the shelf. So maybe his elbow's too tight and I'm struggling to get it on the shelf. I'm trying to get my knee in and it's not working. So now I'm just going to switch my hips and I can use my outside hand to pull his elbow up. Once I pull it up, I'm going to create a wedge with my knee. So I sort of like elevate him enough to pull his shoulder off the mat and my knee becomes this wedge. So if he tries to get his shoulder down, it becomes quite difficult. So from here, there's two little things I like to do first before I do the step over. A lot of people when they're attacking the step over armbar will like get here and then they just go for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use my base of my wrist here, so the kind of the blunt part of my palm. And I'll try to find his elbow with my hand. Now it's hard in the gi, but in no gi you can find that little edge of his elbow. And now create a cup with your hand. Okay, so this is kind of your point that's going to become the breaking point. So from here, I'll step the outside leg across his head to here. Now I'll grab my foot. I like to try to grab my foot. I'm flexible enough to do it. If you're not, it's not the end of the world, but it is nice because if Danny tries to free his arm or his head now, it's quite difficult because I have a locked circuit here. Whereas if I'm loose, and we'll look at that in next week's 2-minute jiu-jitsu, what we can do from there. But from here, I've got quite a strong clamp on Danny's leg. And all I'm going to do now is start to drive my hips forward, keeping my head as low as I can. If I lift my head, you're going to be able to escape. So I'm keeping my head low and I'm just going to start driving my hips using my hand. Get the break. Okay, so again, I'm here, I'm after getting my Scarfhold. I find the tricep. I isolate the arm. My knee comes under to create that wedge. A lot of people miss that knee under. If you miss that knee under, he won't get the armbar because he'll be able to free his shoulder and he'll lose the position. So tricep, isolate the shoulder, knee wedge, step over, grab the foot, good strong position. If Danny tries to move here now, he's in quite a predicament, and I'll just start to drive my hips forward, get the break. Change the angle. So I'm here, Scarfhold, boom, elevate, knee goes under. If Danny tries to free his shoulder now, it becomes quite difficult. I'm here, find the nub of his elbow. Really important to do this. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. It'll just be harder to break, okay? Because your hip becomes the fulcrum. Okay, so from here, I can still get a break, but see how much more push it takes? Right here, it's reinforced. So I step over, boom, grab my foot. If he tries to move now, try hard, boom, and I get the break quicker. Okay, so that's the step over armbar from Scarfhold. Very strong attacking position with side control. Kind of one that you forget about. It's not flashy. I think that's why people kind of sleep on it. They kind of prefer cool techniques. So it's a nice little option, especially if you just get good at getting to that Scarfhold. If they're struggling to get the shelf, get their elbow on the shelf for other side control attacks. So. Yeah, that's it guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give the channel a like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.